Hello YouTube, this is William. I have to go to town today to pick up some blades from the fab shop. I got them water jetted. So while we're in town, I usually take mom with me. They live next door to me. and we take care of everything we need to do in town, like buy groceries, pay bills, whatever we need to do. So I thought maybe before I left, I would show you what I carry on my person while I'm in town. And just kind of give you my thoughts on it and well, why I do what I do. So this is a follow-up to the kit video I did yesterday that seemed to be very popular. There was a lot of people expressed interest in it. So my everyday carry, and as I said in that one, I think that for me, everyday carry is not the same every day because I don't do the same thing every day. I have a shop at the house, so if I'm at the house, on my person everyday carry is different than probably a lot of other folks, but maybe you would get some ideas. So I kind of lean toward a modular everyday carry because again, my trip into town is about a 40-mile one-way trip. So if there was something to happen like an EMP or an attack, a terrorist attack, a fire, which is very prominent in this area, then I may be walking. And also there is a bridge. You have to cross a large bridge to get to where I live. So if that bridge was out, then you may not be able to drive home. You may have to swim home. So, you know, it's one of those things to where you have to look at your situation and say, what if? Because everybody's what if is different. And so you have to kind of consider what you need, basically. And I'm hoping these videos get people to thinking because right now we're living in uncertain times. And if you consider what is happening over in Europe, usually it happens in Europe or the Middle East before it comes to us. And so we get a little bit of a reprieve and a time to think and a time to prepare. And a lot of people say, well, you live in fear. I said, no, I don't. Those people who live in fear are not prepared. If you're prepared, you don't fear anything, okay? So I'm of the mindset that be a Boy Scout. I mean, be prepared is worked well for thousands of people in the past. And so I think we should be prepared for as many things as we can. Now, can you be prepared for everything? Probably not, but at least be somewhat prepared and have a plan, because a failure to plan is a failure. You're not going to survive. And all of us have people depending on us. So it is our responsibility as adults to take on that responsibility and understand that you are your rescue, okay? No one is coming to save you. You are your best chance at survival. So anyway, when I go to town, I always have a wide brim hat or a cap, some type of head covering. And again, you know, all of this depends on seasons. Things change. My daily carry changes as the weather changes. So, you know, today, this is what I have. I have a wide hat that covers my head, my ears, my neck, because if I have to walk a 72-hour walk, then this is what I want on me. I want some comfortable shoes, okay? I've got comfortable boots on. I've got long pants. I don't wear shorts in town because it's a long way for me to walk back in shorts. And in the fall, you never know what the weather's gonna do, okay? So I always wear long pants with cargo pockets. Somebody said, well, I have a pack. Things that are not on your person is easily lost. This is my philosophy. So this is what I carry on me. I have a pack in the car, and we'll go over that some other time. but on my person is things that I know I have. And so a lot of people call that a last ditch or whatever, but if it's on my person, I know I have it, okay? Unless somebody sticks me up with a gun, and they better surprise me if they do. But then I have this stuff on me at all times when I'm in town, okay? Again, EDC, working in the shop is totally different, all right? So comfortable boots that I can walk in that protect my feet. I don't wear sandals and things like that because God forbid something happen, I don't want to be caught on a 40-mile walk with sandals, okay? Can it be done? Yes. Is it the ideal thing? No. So I wear boots, I wear long pants with cargo pockets, and I made the statement that if you're an adult and you don't wear pants, or adult male, and don't wear pants with cargo pockets, then you're unprepared. Which I said that as a joke, but I really mean that, because you don't have enough equipment on your person to sustain you or anyone else with you. So I believe in cargo pants, okay? And I use the Riggs workwear. I love those pants. If you got another one that has cargo pants, Carhartt, I've got a few pair of those. They're decent. The pockets are not as big as the Riggs workwear from Wrangler. But anyway, okay? So that's what I have on me, and I always have a shirt that is untucked because I always have a belt knife, okay? And again, this is the field lore. I always have a belt knife on me, okay? So let me just do a pocket dump right here, and you're not gonna see my head, but that's all right, it's probably a good thing. And we'll get started, okay? This is the pouch that I did the other day, and it's always with me, no matter where I'm going, okay? So if you want to see that one, I'll link that video at the end of this one so you can go back and look at that, okay? That's all I have in this cargo pocket. In the left pocket, I have one of these lighters, and this is a great little lighter. I don't know if it's a Cricut or what, but the flint comes out, so you at least have a flint if you run out of butane or propane or whatever it's things do. But have a lighter there, car keys, house and shop keys, and the RST, okay? Again, there's people who expressed interest in doing another run of those, so we'll probably do something on them. Pay attention to videos to my YouTube channel of more information on that. And I have a wipe. Can't have too many of these, all right? Those are handy for 1,000 reasons, all right? So that's all that's on that side. Now on the right side, I got my little equalizer in my pocket, okay? And in the cargo pocket, I have some extras of these, okay? And I also have a little trauma kit, all right? Now this is not a first aid kit. This is not a Band-Aid or a boo-boo kit. This is trauma, folks. This is emergency. And another thing, I think people get confused about injury and emergencies. This is to take care of bleeding. If you don't stop bleeding, then you're gonna die, okay? So survival means that if you don't change your situation immediately, you're going to die. So this is a survival trauma kit with some other things in it, and we'll go through this, okay? This is a patch. Somebody has expressed interest in this patch. This was one that I did, man, years ago, probably 8-9 years ago. And they're long gone. I don't even know if I can get them anymore because they were done in China. The problem with doing things in the U.S., they're just so expensive that it just not cost preventive or whatever you want to call it. Okay. So anyway, I don't know if I'll ever do patches again or stuff like that because they're just not worth it. I have some gloves, some rubber gloves right there in case somebody else is wounded that I need to take care of. I have a quick clot bandage. I have a SWAT T, and if you don't know what these things are, then this is a tourniquet. This is in a small package. If you want to use a tourniquet and have the cat tourniquets in your pocket, that's all well and good. But this one to go over small areas, wounds. You can wrap this thing around a finger. A small child. A lot of times the cat tourniquets don't go small enough for children. So, you know, if you have somebody with you that's a child, then maybe this SWAT tourniquet is a better option for you. I have a very rough, tough, and reusable space blanket. And again, this is a shelter if you have to. This is people in shock to cover them up. And this one is a Titan. It is a 52 by 82 space blanket that is very durable. So if you not familiar with that brand, look it up, do a YouTube search on that product. It's a Titan survival blanket, okay? I have a SAK, and this is the one that's a full size. It's the same size as the Trekker, but it has a large blade, a saw, a pair of scissors, it has the little small screwdriver for glasses, and I've put some fire tinder in there, and it has the little ferro rod from Turtle, I think, Tortoise or whatever it is. Again, you know, you do a little research on YouTube, you'll find all these things. And it has a little deal, again, I got on Amazon, that clips to your pocket if you want to carry it in your pocket. It just holds it up out of so you don't feel the weight. I have another lighter, and here's another pair of those Noble glasses, specs. So, I mean, if you want to see what you're doing, and it also has a Fresnel lens in there as well, because sometimes when you get a certain age, you need some help seeing things, okay? So, I got that in there, just a plastic sleeve to kind of protect everything. Some duct tape, and this is from Wazoo. It's the, I think this is the Gorilla tape that they provide. A kindling cord from Wazoo. I have some water bags from Wazoo with some, I don't know what they call that, purifier tabs or whatever they're called, little things you put in the water to clear it, to make it safe to drink. That's what I'm looking for, okay? And these are 1 liter water bags. I have a Frontier water filter. So where I live, there's water about every 50 feet almost on the way home. So getting water is not a deal. It's getting it safe to drink is the main issue that you have. I have a saw from Wazoo. This is a saw in there. It will do in a pinch if you needed to do some fire. I have some string or cord from Wazoo. This is this is a very, I think it's Kevlar thread. It's very durable, but in that little tube. So I have some cordage, and that's all I have in this little pouch. And this little pouch is a Hidden Woodsman, okay? So I have that on me. Also, on my belt, I have a Wazoo belt, and I always have the buckle on this side because I wear a knife in the front, okay? And this is a sheath that I did. And if you want a sheath like this, contact Randy over at Stitch Gear Outfitters, and he'll be able to set you up, okay? But I have a Wazoo cachet belt, okay? Now, in this belt, you're going to see some redundancy here, because I believe in Murphy. I have lived long enough to see Murphy raise his head. And if you don't know what Murphy's Law is, it is if things can't go wrong, it will go wrong. So I have a lot of redundancy here. Okay, I have some more of I have another deal of the cord, the Wazoo cord. I have the saw. I have some wire, some brass wire for snaring. I have some fire tabs. Have a fishing kit or sewing kit. It has a needle in there and a safety pin with some fish hooks and sinkers. And one thing that I think that a lot of people don't think about, but is if things really go south, then I think that everybody should have a little bit of junk silver on them. And these are just some junk silver quarters that I keep in there. It's because, you know, you may need a tank of gas, and maybe the things are down and nobody's taking the dollars anymore. So, you know, a little bit of junk silver may go a long ways. I have some storm matches, a little ferro rod from Wazoo. I have an extra knife. You can't have too many knives, folks. And this is just the one slip joint from SAK. I don't even know the name of it or the model, but it's the A-LOX handles. It's just a small knife that fits in there very well. I have some cash. I have some more of those water tabs. Purify water. I have another container or two of those water bags from Wazoo. And some more silver, okay? So that's what I have on my belt or in my belt. And this is what I carry into town, okay? Is it overkill? Well, if you don't need it, it's overkill. But if you need it, it's not. So it's one of those things that you have to ask yourself, what if? What would I need to protect myself and whoever is with me, okay? So I kind of err on the side of caution whenever I can, because like I say, I have lived long enough to see Murphy raise his head more than once. and believe me, if you're unprepared, it's not a good thing. But hopefully this will give you some ideas. There's also a signaling mirror in the buckle. I didn't mention that, but Wazoo has some pretty neat stuff. They think about this and they come up with some very good ideas, and they will get you out of a pinch. Is it long-term stuff? No, but it will help you and protects, probably save your life in a dire situation, okay? Now, there's a difference between comfort and there's a difference between survival. Will you survive with this? Yes. If you know, if you have the knowledge of these and how they work and have the skill set to make it work. But you're not going to be comfortable, okay? This is not the Hilton. This is going to be crawl up beside a tree and try to sleep for the night. It's not going to be stretched out in a hammock and with a fire going and all this other stuff. You're trying to get home, folks. So anyway, and your pack is left in the car. You're to where you can't get back to the car. You was in a shopping center and somebody blew up the parking lot, okay? So whatever you have on you is what you got to need to get home. So that's the mindset that I have. Now, I will go over what's in the car on a future video, but I hope this gets you to thinking, because I see a lot of people that has these huge packs and, you know, if I can get to the car, then I can go anywhere and all this other stuff. Well, it depends on your situation. If you got to go 2 blocks, then that's great. But if you got to hike 40 miles or 50 miles one way, then you better be very athletic and be very in shape. And health-wise, I just couldn't do that. I have to take my situation into consideration. You know, I've got bad backs, I got bad knees, and so, you know, they claim that walking, an average walk will do 2.5 to 4 miles an hour. I figure mine at about 1 to 1.5 miles an hour. Slow it down because I usually have my mom with me when I go to town, so I gotta pace it to her pace. And so anyway, um, each situation is different. Everybody is different. Hope this gets you guys to thinking and plan. Have a plan. Um, a bad plan is better than no plan. So have a plan. Think about this realistically. Think about this. What is the likelihood of something happening in your area? Whether it be hurricane, whether it be flood, whether it be fire, earthquake. I mean, every part of the country has some natural disaster that is a possibility. Volcanoes, and all of us have the risk of terrorists. So, I mean, you know, I think it's coming here, folks. I really do. So take that with a grain of salt and have a plan. Till the next one, you guys get in the backyard, whittle on a stick. Be sure to take a child with you, get the opportunity. And don't forget those plenty of band-aids and lots of knives. We'll catch you again very soon.